Oh, time.
And we're starting.
No, why it's not recording?
I'm not recording.
Hello?
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Okay. It's very nerve-wracking every time we do it, I feel.
Butterflies.
Oh, you were doing this one?
Nah, it's your turn. I did cartoons. Come on. Don't play me.
All right. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the podcast of Where Are the Adults? I'm one of your hosts, Monique, and this is the other host, Wally. And on today's podcast, we will be talking about whether or not people still idolize celebrities, right?
Or if you do it all, not just so much still. Do you idolize celebrities?
Yeah, do you idolize celebrities? Like,
Influencers.
yeah. Or do people consider influencers celebrities?
I think so.
Or the influencers consider themselves celebrities?
Both.
Okay.
I mean, they host Saturday Night Live and such nowadays.
Oh, yeah,
so,
now they're walking the runway and all kind of stuff. Ugh.
They go to the galas and all that stuff.
You think we'll ever be invited to a gala?
I'll invite myself. I'll show up to the Met Gala in some weird tuxedo. Be like, who's that? Take pics. Then I'm in, baby.
Well, what kind of had us lead to this topic is like we see that especially now, and I guess like back then too, but now you see a lot of celebrities getting away with a lot of things, and I was just wondering if it's
They're a lot more
because
exposed nowadays, so.
they are going to have more, right? Because you
Right.
have what? It's not just where you just see them in movies, but people feel like they're connected to them,
You have
and
access to them 24/7.
yeah, you do. And then depending on the celebrity, you feel like even more.
Right.
Because like some have Instagram, some have YouTube
That's what
channels
I mean.
now,
Like, yeah,
you know.
You have access to them constantly.
And I feel like ever since the pandemic or during the pandemic, a lot of them started having like YouTube channels, where before you only see them maybe on Instagram or if they're
Right.
promoting like a movie or
But
something.
they were getting bored. They feel the need to entertain. And,
I don't know if it was
if you're not making movies or shows or doing concerts or whatnot, what are you going to do? You're losing your mind in your house.
I don't know if it's like need to entertain or the need to be seen.
Both, I think.
I feel like they need like how some people get
They need
their
the attention. They crave it.
they need it in any shape or form and they're not getting it because they weren't
It's
working.
like, feed me your attention.
But do you think like now, especially now that people probably feel even more connected to these celebrities, do you think that because they feel like they know them and everything, they're trustworthy of them? Like recently we've had like the movement of like Free Britney. There was another one.
It's Britney, bitch.
There was another one of like some celebrity that was going through something, but like I feel like we're more involved in like what's going on with them. Are we now trusting them more than before? Like say how you had like people trusting like R. Kelly. I'm gonna call him MC because I don't want to say his name. With their children because they were hoping for their children to have fame.
MC?
MJ.
Oh,
I don't know why I said MC.
you don't want to say MJ's name?
No.
Okay. Let's not say MJ's name. Use your imagination on which MJ it might be. Can we say EM's name?
Who's EM? Yeah. No, because other one, because he's not here no more.
Or AH's name?
Yeah, because everyone else. I just didn't feel like saying MJ's name.
You said his name, though. MJ.
Yeah, but
They know you ain't talking about Jordan.
but like how like people are trusting because you have a lot of people that want their children to be celebrities or they themselves want to become celebrities, that they're trusting strangers with their children.
Well, what do you mean, like in their custody?
Yeah, like say with
Staying at their house?
yeah, like we were watching like the Ezra Miller thing, right?
Right.
And it's like,
Which I'm learning about today.
yeah, because
Like when whoever watches or listens to this doesn't know what today is, but I'm just finding it out today. Saturday, July
this is July.
something.
Yeah. But but you know, like with that, where I just know, like growing up, right? Your parents never really trust. Well, my parents, I should talk from my parents, never trust us with adults. Like, if we were with adults, it was where it was just us.
Supervised?
And yeah, like like any adult that was supervising us were family, right? You didn't have like a family friend or someone that is not considered family supervising your children and taking them across state lines.
So
And
you didn't have any weird uncles like an RM?
no,
Oh, that's good.
no, no. Oh yeah, I'm so slow. No, thank God.
He's truly living La Vida Loca right now.
I hope that story is false. But but like I just don't see it where like your parents are just like, oh, this is celebrity, take my child. And that's what I'm wondering. Does it come from the envy, the fame of it all?
It might have something to do with that. So it's like I see this person on TV or movies or love their music, so they have to be a good person, and then you just automatically let them have access to
To
your
your
kid.
child,
Yeah.
and then manipulate your children and everything.
Unsupervised.
Because I feel like you're I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid, but I feel like you can't trust anyone with your children.
I'm like a more trusting person. Like, yeah, there's the occasional weirdo or bad person, but the overall majority is not going to be harmful.
I don't know. I think you have a lot of crazy people out here.
Of course, there's a lot of people,
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy people
but
too.
there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
The crazy is like a, you know,
But I feel like those are the ones that you're seeing coming out of the woodwork now.
those are probably the ones that want to spend time with the kids by themselves too. To tell you the truth, like, oh, you should totally let me hang out with your son or daughter. How old are they? 8? Oh, they would have the best time with me. Damn, that sounded weird saying.
Ugh. I don't know, but I don't know, because like I don't know about you. Like even like say when I would come home from school or whatever, my mom would automatically know if something happened. I didn't have to say nothing. Just how I come into the house, she'll know something was wrong. That I'm
Well, who
wondering.
knows you better than your parents?
But to me, like most of them don't know that something is happening with their kids, or they're just having a blind eye. And then when it happens, where everyone in the world knows about it, now it's like I didn't know it was happening.
Or maybe some kids are better at hiding it. I don't know. But anyway, this is not the topic. The topic's idolizing celebrities.
Do
And
you
it doesn't
know if
all involve
people?
kids.
No, no, no.
Even though one of them, Ezra Miller, does involve grooming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of like even with idolizing celebrities where, like I won't say the name because I don't know if it's still happening or whatever, but like you would have a celebrity that was like abusing their, I would say that their fans and everything, and they were getting away with it. Like people weren't like unsubscribing from them or anything like that.
You'll have people you die hard defend them.
I know.
Yeah. They'll
And
threaten you. They'll give you some like you see your DMs and you be like, oh, where's this DM from a stranger? I'll kill you for talking about this person like that, doing this. How do you know it's true? Maybe they're lying or something. You know.
or even like
Take
say,
it easy, bro.
but not even that.
Take it easy.
Like say if like an artist, like say the Hive or whatever, like
Scary group.
if like say
I ain't messing with y'all.
but like say like even not even that, but like say if the celebrity comes out with a song or a movie and you don't like it, it's like you can't have an opinion. Like you said, people everyone will come and attack you for it.
Absolutely. They're scary. The fans are scarier than the celebrities in those situations. Like, your inbox will be flooded with life threats.
And then it's like even for the celebrities, I think it's not good either. If like people are idolizing them and feeling as if they actually know them now more than ever, because I feel like that's where they probably got like the stalking even more. People feeling entitled.
Well, that's how you know you don't know them. Show up to their house and see how they react.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think it clicks to some people.
It will click as soon as they show up to the house and they're getting tackled and arrested.
I don't think because I feel they were like, oh well, it wasn't them, it's someone else that did that or whatever.
Imagine.
I think some people would say that because even like say for example, you have like the stalker or whatever that's happening, and
I do have a stalker.
oh, you do
Oh yeah.
a current one? Oh,
Not anymore. No, I did have a stalker though. It was pretty wild. It was fun.
well,
It's like, man, I feel like a
for
celebrity. I'm an overnight celebrity. I have a
for
stalker now.
people who don't find that fun. But just like we're basically like people feel entitled to you. So like say if you're walking down the street or whatever, and they feel like they must take a picture with you, and if you refuse to take a picture, it's a big thing.
You know, I've never done that.
We'll ask people for pictures.
Yeah. And I've seen a number of celebrities out in the streets. Most recently was I don't want to say her name wrong. It's a she played Sabrina in the Netflix show.
Oh, I don't know her name, but I know who you're talking.
Right. Uh, Saw her in Soho. She was just grooving on her beats, like da 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 da, bopping her head. I think it's like Kiernan Shipka. So I'm like, I don't want to say her name wrong, be disrespectful. But I also, that's one reason I didn't even try to meet her or say hi. Is just, I didn't know how to pronounce her name properly.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be like, yo, Sabrina.
Oh no. Yeah. Kieran Shipska.
Kiernan Shipka, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks exactly like that too in person.
I'm sure she
Yeah,
does.
she's like this tiny little cutie pie, all happy on her beats.
Just living her life.
I was watching her in shows since. I mean, she must have been like 5 years old in the first season of Mad Men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was like, I basically watched this kid grow up on
TV.
on TV, and now I see her strolling down the street in Soho. It was pretty cool, but I'd let her be. That's how I am most of the time when I spot a celebrity. I'm not like.
I'm just afraid of intruding on them because I know like how I like my space. I like having my space to myself, but I don't want to intrude on someone else's.
Oh, yeah, it's like a mutual respect.
Yeah.
Some of them don't mind. Some of them really enjoy it, but I just don't want to add to that pile.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got to be frustrating. Even the ones that enjoy it, there has to be a limit. They'd be like, all right, I'll do five autographs and pictures.
But then it's like if now the sixth one comes and see you do that, now you're evil.
Well, you're always the bad guy in somebody's eyes.
No, that's very true. But even like say the whole Johnny Depp and what was her face?
We shall not name her.
But you know who I'm talking, right?
Of course.
Okay. Like even that, I felt like you had like people watching it. Like remember like when
Like
we
it was the
grew
OJ
up?
trial,
Yeah, I was about
yo?
to say like when we were growing up with OJ Simpson.
But this one was far more entertaining. We're talking about poop in bed. What else? There was a couple wild stories. Oh, the alligator tears on the stand. Oh my goodness, brilliant work. That should get an Emmy nomination. What was it on Court TV? It was on a TV channel.
I don't know.
Right?
I just know that everyone on YouTube was analyzing it.
Of course.
Like from the specialist, that a body language specialist, and like the one that I like to watch, Emily Baker, where she's a lawyer lady that I showed you saw a little bit today, where she was taking a case and analyzing like what the other sides are saying or whatever, and how the jury may perceive how she is interacting with them and stuff like that. But it was interesting, and I'm like, was it because people feel like they know them? Is it that they idolize them? Why it was such a well followed case, or from when they heard about the poop, it's like, okay, we need to know more.
That was it for me.
When you heard about the poop, you were like, I need more.
I need more of this crack. I mean, I didn't actually watch the trial, but because I have a life. But
people really watch like at work and stuff like that. Well, your job
I
you
can't
can't.
do that at my job.
But could you listen to it if you wanted to?
Probably.
Yeah.
But we would rather work to music
Then the trial.
than a trial. Yeah. Especially, I'd be the only one there who had any interest in it whatsoever.
But do you think it's because people idolize Johnny so much why they were watching it?
He's an idol. He's
Because
I
people.
think what happened with this accusation and all that situation, which I think a large part of why people were so happy
That he
that
got
he was
justice.
somewhat vindicated, was that he was loved, man. He was like
From when he was a
one of the
kid.
biggest stars on earth.
Yeah.
And so many people loved him, and then you hear like, oh man, did he do this horrible stuff? And it sucks because he was idolized. It's Captain Jack Sparrow. It's 21 Jump Street.
I never that because it was something, and that's with the idolizing too, is like where it cost him his job
He lost several contracts.
before he was even proven innocent or guilty.
Right. Because
Yeah.
in the court of public opinion, he was guilty. Because
Because it came around the Me Too movement.
and believe all women. So automatically people are like, well, he's guilty. Another one bites the dust. Career over.
But do you think now because of what happened, they're quick to do it now, or is just that like whether or not like I was telling you like before, like now it's kind of dying down a little bit, but like with the Ezra Miller thing, it's like they were talking about whether or not a movie that they already shot, whether or not he should be flashed, whether or not he should lose his jobs and
Well, if he's guilty of what they're saying he did, I mean, he should go to prison. That's all there is to it. It's a crime. No one is above the law. Definitely includes actors. So if he's guilty, he should go to prison.
But I feel like
But I don't think you erase him from the movies he's already existed in. That's crazy.
But I feel like a lot of actors
If you don't
or
wanna see it, don't see
celebrities,
it.
a lot of celebrities do I feel they are above the law.
Of course, they're entitled. They spend most of their time surrounded by people telling them how great they are. Same with athletes. Same with rock stars, movie stars, all of them.
People are always inflating their ego.
Right.
But that's why I was wondering too, because like I said, the ones that really started off when they were very younger, those are the ones that you're seeing that they're having a lot of issues within media right now. Like they have like
Well,
cases.
they never had any real childhood.
No, it was taken away from them.
So I don't think they know how to act as an adult.
Or even as a person.
I mean, they are people, but I know what you mean.
Like not feeling that they are above others, that they are because you have some that not, because I feel like going back to like I would say like a Beyonce, where I felt like hers never got to her head. And then it's like, because if you look at it, the ones that had like a tight
I feel like
family
she got
unit,
to have a real childhood though. Like,
Yeah,
even
'cause-
though she was performing, like, yeah, I guess what she started on her mom's church choir or something, like her parents, the church they attended. She started out on their choir, right?
oh, I don't know her history.
I don't know, something like that. I'm pretty sure of it. But yeah, she had somewhat a normal childhood in the Houston area suburbs.
None of that, but as she
Her
was
parents were
raising to fame,
successful.
but as she was
She
raising
got
to
it.
fame, I think
Right.
they kind of kept her grounded.
Not some. I think it kept her like family values. Like, remember where you're from, who you are, and they're smart. What are they? I think they're both lawyers,
I don't know
the
about
mother
that.
and the father.
I don't know about that.
I don't. I'm taking guesses. Don't kill me, Hive. I don't know the whole history. Yeah, but yeah, I think she had a really good childhood. She was raised right.
Yeah, because I feel like you have maybe like a
She had
handful
a
of
real
them.
childhood.
Yeah, a handful
Yeah.
of them, like as like they
When you
started
take
off
a Britney
young.
Spears, she didn't have a real childhood at all.
No, but you know that I think they all started in the Mickey Mouse Club together. Like they all knew each other. Like
But I don't
Britney,
think Beyonce
Justin, because I think she and
I don't think
Justin
she was,
used to date when they were like teenagers or something.
I don't think Beyonce was
I don't think she was in the Disney whatever, but I think
Mickey
they
Mouse
all
Club
hung
or whatever they were.
out together.
Oh, yeah, they were all celebrities.
In the same
yeah,
circle,
in the
yeah.
same age.
They're all around the same age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all around the same age. They came up around the same time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Justin, Timberlake, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera.
Jessica Simpson, remember her?
I'm just talking about like all in the Mickey Mouse Club at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Ryan Gosling, he was in there with them. Most of them turned out somewhat normal.
You think it's more the musicians that don't turn out normal than the actors?
Well, I mean, Justin Timberlake's not. I don't think he's fully normal, but
No, I think he's depressed.
yeah, I'd be totally depressed if I was like this idolized billionaire hunk.
I
Married
think
to
I
Jessica
think
Biel.
after a while it kind of gets to you.
I'd be totally depressed over that. Being best buds with Jay
So maybe
Z.
that's not the life he wanted.
Yeah, who wants to be friends with Jay Z? Psst.
Not everybody.
Come on, really, really? Well, Kanye don't. That's a whole other story. Just saying.
No, because even I was gonna say like, it does it happen because it started as children, but he didn't start off as a child star, Kanye, and he's not that stable.
That's just totally different. That's a whole other story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just wackadoo.
But I don't know. I still feel like people do allow them to get away with more things than a normal person.
And a lot of them feel entitled. He definitely let the ego get to his head after he became famous.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I was a huge Kanye fan. I still like a lot of his music. Like I'm not one of those people like just because I don't like the person they became. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna delete all your music from my library. Nah, I still listen to it. Good music is good music. And good movies are good movies. And if a movie star does something shitty, I'm not gonna just be like, delete, never watching that again. Stupid.
I think it's different. Like say whether it's a movie that you have or a movie that if you watch, they're going to get paid more for it or get more notoriety.
I mean, they're artists. They're in it. What are you gonna do?
I don't know because I
Just cancel them
feel.
out. Just don't idolize them. Don't put them on a pedestal. Don't act like they're perfect and don't make mistakes. They
Do you
definitely
think
do.
we are looking for perfection? Why?
Well, anytime anyone, it doesn't even have to be a huge mistake. It would be like a slight little thing, and
All of a
they're
sudden it's like.
scrutinized, and it's all over the place, all over social media, over the entertainment shows, all over the place.
Yeah, because I feel like, okay, like even like, for example, like say if you present yourself one way, right? Like so you present yourself one way to people that know you and whatever, and then today you have a bad day. All of a sudden, I don't know you.
Right.
Who are you?
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like no one gives people the grace to be human
And they forget celebrities are people.
or anyone that they idolize. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Because usually they just spend them viewing them on a box.
it's just like I remember in another episode when you were talking about knives, right? The movie Knives.
Oh, Knives Out.
Knives Out. And I was like, after seeing that movie, I could never look at Chris Evans the
Yeah,
same way
yeah.
ever
He wasn't.
again.
What'd you say? He wasn't cute
He
anymore.
was no longer cute.
Yeah, he's no longer. Chris, my dude, I got your back, bro.
But
Handsome as ever.
but but it's
Handsome as ever.
but I guess that's what it is. Like say, because he is one that I noticed that doesn't really get type or tries not to be typecast in certain things. 'Cause, you know, like certain actors, like they play almost like the same characters. You know, like once they kind of have one
Right.
niche, they play the same character, so you kind of get to know them as that character. Whereas for me, that was the first movie that I saw. I was like, "Who are you? You're an asshole.
Well,
You're
the
not
first thing
supposed to
I
be an
saw him in, he
asshole."
was started out as an asshole in
Which
it.
one was that?
Not Another Teen Movie.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh my goodness, so funny. He was one of the main characters. Like a spoof on all the teen movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But it made me feel like, are you an asshole? Like, so that everyone's an asshole, but everyone is. But you know, it just made me kind of feel like, you know, like, so I could understand where, you know, you're looking for perfection. So when someone acts out of their normal character, where now it's almost like the end of the world. But like you said, we have to remember that they're acting. So like for him acting as a totally different character than what he was acting for years as the Captain America, this perfect superhero man type thing, him being able to now act like a complete asshole and for me to hate him, that just says he has good acting skills.
I think so. I think he's a really good actor.
Yeah.
I think because of what he did in superhero movies, people forget that.
Yeah.
I can't think of the movie now, the name of it. I think it might even. No, it's not called Phone Booth. That might be something else. But yeah, there was a movie he did before he was Captain America where a woman randomly called his cell phone and she was like being held hostage. And he was helping police find her just through that. Mm-hmm. He went. It was a like little crime thriller thing. Good movie. He did a good job in it. Yeah.
But that's what I'm wondering, like, if,
But he wasn't a perfect person in that. He was like kind of a douchey dude in the beginning before he started helping this lady. He's like, all right, maybe he's not a bad person.
No, but I'm thinking, is it because like these celebrities play like very similar roles to what they started off at, that people really believe that is who they are in real life, and then we
Right.
take away the human.
You take away the human factor, yeah. Like they're not allowed to mess up. They're not allowed to have an opinion I don't like. They're not allowed to, so on and so forth.
Not allowed to like cry or not smile or not be pleasant all the
Oh,
time.
yeah, I guess it's a big deal if you see them upset, right?
Yeah, that's like a no-no.
It's a big no, or not so much a no, but then it turns into, what are they going insane? Is there something mentally
Wrong
wrong
with
with them?
them. Yeah.
Like,
And then they're showing a
because they had an
normal
emotion.
a normal human reaction to something.
Right. Like you're talking about their dead dad or something, and then they start crying. It's like, are they depressed? Are they in pills? Are they in therapy? Is there something mentally wrong? Should they go to a retreat? Like, wow, wow.
Yeah, they're not allowed to have any emotions whatsoever.
How dare you be human? Just go back in my box so I can see you entertain me. That's it. Be Captain America.
And that's all I want to see you in.
Basically. Yeah, I mean, there's another one, I guess, that I don't know if he was idolized, but he was definitely respected. Kevin Spacey. He just keeps getting in trouble. Like every time you turn around, there's another accusation. He just got fired from doing a movie because another accusation came
That
out.
come out.
But I'm not gonna stop watching the movies he was in already because he's a dope actor. It's a shame what he is, but I never idolized him, so I don't hate him. I'm
Because you just see
disappointed.
him as a performer.
Right. Which, by the way, before Hollywood and all this other stuff, that's what actors were.
Yeah, very multi-talented.
Multi-talented, but they were performers. That was it. Like, you go back far enough, if they dissatisfied the king, they'd get executed. They weren't idolized. They were like, perform for me, fool. And that was it.
Because when I look at it, I like the stars or celebrities that you know nothing about their personal lives. But I feel like now it's being pushed that it's almost like if anyone new coming out, I feel like they're being pushed that they have to kind of get personal with you to make
Or they
it.
won't be accepted
Yeah.
if their opinion doesn't fit yours or whatever.
Or no, but I feel like I don't need to know about your opinion or whatever. I
They
just
have
want to
their
see your
right to
art.
it. They're allowed to
Yeah,
express it. I
no,
don't
you're
care
allowed
about
to.
that.
No, you're allowed to express it. I just want to see your art. I don't want to know about your kids. I don't want to know about.
It's not, if you have a wife and kids and you mention them, fine. I don't need to know everything about them.
Yeah, like what their favorite color
I
is
don't need
and
to know
blah blah
what school
blah.
they go to. I don't
You
need to
know,
know their names. I don't need to know anything about them.
I
It's like
just
you
want
have
to
a
see your
wife and
art.
kids and you love them. Awesome,
Yeah,
bravo. Or you have a husband and kids. Awesome, bravo.
yeah. I just want to see your
I'm happy
art.
for you.
Yeah.
Now make some movies or
But
music
but
for me.
now no, but now it's like they have to see everything. Give me a tour of your house.
Oh man, who
Remember
started that? MTV.
MTV Cribs?
Jesus.
Give me a tour of your
There was
house.
only
I want to
one.
know.
There was only one MTV Cribs that I love and I'll watch anytime it's on, and that's Redman. He had the most ghettoest crib ever. I
I don't
loved
remember
it.
that episode.
Oh, you gotta look it up on YouTube. MTV Cribs, Redman, hilarious. Love that dude. Love him. Brick City. I'm not from there, but love Redman.
He was like
It was
down.
hilarious. Oh, it was so ghetto.
But then even
So
then, it's
ghetto.
like you see that a lot of it is like more now they're trying to keep up appearances and everything, because some of them I think I heard that some of them that wasn't even their houses.
Probably not. I don't know. Was it like a rental house? Let me rent
Like their
this mansion
rental
for the
or
day.
yeah for
It's like how a lot of these dudes do music videos. They just rent like this really expensive car for the day or 2 days, however long it takes for them to do the
to the
video.
video.
So like you'll see this dude in the video with a Bugatti or is that a car? Bugatti, yeah, or a Maserati or a Lamborghini. It's not theirs. They rented it from somebody.
Yeah, because it's like say how you looked at like a lot of the boy bands and everything. They were like when they tell their stories now they were broke.
Well, like when they were doing the performing.
Yeah, well they were performing everything they were broke. It wasn't their money.
Of course, it's not their money.
It's like
It's
it's
the
a
record
studio,
label.
the studio, but
Yeah,
yeah. So it's like, you see them in the fancy cars, houses, and
it's
what,
not
but
theirs.
nothing. They didn't own any of
None
that
of it.
thing.
None of it. Their whole life was fabricated. It was all like image.
Yeah.
That's it. You're gonna wear the clothes we give you. You're gonna live in the home we put you in.
And once you're no longer of use, we kick you out. But yeah, these are people that people idolize. Oh, I want to be like them, and I want to have
Because the
like,
image they see on TV.
yeah, hashtag celebrity goals or not celebrity goals, like
Goals.
goals or
Yeah.
whatever like that. But you don't know that they're probably living a worse off life than you.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Well, my life is not horrible.
There's a big gray area between that and horrible.
I'm in the gray, so.
Yeah, but you're in like the upper edge of the gray. You're in the light gray. A lot of people in the dark gray. I'm in the
But
dark gray.
but I feel like,
Moving toward the medium gray.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm moving toward the medium gray.
That's very good.
Getting there. Getting there.
But like they
When you see me at Met Gala, when is it next year? I'm out of the gray. You'll see me being dragged off in handcuffs, but still out of the gray.
No, but it's like it's just interesting, like how you have all these lives, or even like say now, like you said, influencers are now considered celebrities, right? And how you see like
I'll never understand
people
it.
are exposing them, where all these trips and all these things that they're going and doing, it's all fabricated, or someone is paying for them, but the things that they have to do to get it, it's things that an average person wouldn't even want to do.
Probably not. A lot of people say they won't do it, but when offered the opportunity, a lot of them will say yes. I mean, I'm not saying you. You go on vacation to one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and you brag about having a sip of a drink one time.
That's a bit more.
You partied it up. So you're like the incorruptible. They're gonna come to you with these offers, and you're like, scoff.
What? No.
What? I don't think so. Do you see these earrings? I would never do such a thing.
Lovely earrings.
How dare you? Now they bring it to me, I might just be like,
I don't think you would.
just how dirty you need me to get?
I think you would.
Do what? On my knees? No. That's where I'll draw the line. No, Harvey.
No. No, not at all.
I will not accept that drink, Bill.
No. I don't see you doing any of that. But I don't know. Like I said, I think it's kind of hard for some people to see, especially if they're looking for something to
Kevin,
gain.
put that away.
If they're looking for something to gain from that celebrity, then I think that they just have everything to just go over their heads. Like, everything is forgiven. What can I... And I don't think it's just celebrities. I think people do that in general to anyone that has some type of influence or money or whatever, where they think they could get something from them. They probably let a lot of things slip because they feel like they're going to gain something from them.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Use them for money. That's actually hearing that Ezra Miller story for the first time today. Is, that this young lady's family felt like this was an opportunity for them to get this money to have a dream life of their own. Like, I'm not saying they were selling off their daughter, but felt like they were going to get a lot of money out of allowing him to hang out with her.
Or she'll probably go places with that, but I don't know.
I'm sure they didn't think he would be abusive or whatever, but...
And that goes back to like...
And they met him at like this super
it was at a
justified cause.
Yeah, it was a
protest
protesting
Standing
thing,
Rock.
yeah.
So it's like, in their mind, it's like, oh, this dude's a solid dude.
like he believes in what we're
He's
believing,
with
we're
our
fighting.
cause,
Yeah.
It's like,
But that's why I feel like people don't realize that there's a lot of posers out there. Like people will put themselves with
he's a
certain
celebrity.
groups.
He wants to look good. To
to look
crowd.
good, yeah.
You know,
And not every cause that someone is fighting for means that they actually believe in it. It's just a good look.
nah. he it's a photo op. He had a photo op,
It's a good look.
and he met this family, and the rest is history. Unfortunately, it's crazy. I'm just finding out about it today, like you said.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I said, wow.
yeah.
I don't even know what to make of that whole. Everything was just so confusing in that. I had no idea about any of it.
I know. I'm surprised because usually you're on top of these
I've been
things.
very busy the past month. I'm not on top of anything right now. That's what she said. No. All right, I'll stop.
All right. Let us know what you think about the topic in a sense of, do you think people still idolize celebrities, or is it
Or idolize
something?
them too much.
And is this something? And I want to know if this is something that you think it's more age, because I know like
Don't put
growing
the
up,
celebrity on a pedestal.
it's like when I was younger, it's like you kind of wanted to follow like your celebrity, think about like say your crush on them and everything. But as I got older, I just saw
Ooh,
them
childhood
as,
crushes. Whew.
I feel like I just saw them
Love you,
as,
Winnie Cooper.
you
Love you, Topanga. Paul Abdul.
I just saw them as actors or singers. So I would like to know what everyone think about that.
Lydia Dietz. Beetlejuice.
All right, as we hear
More
Wally's
celebrity
test,
crushes.
his
I'll throw
tasting
them all
in
out.
people.
I'll
All right, I'm gonna
expose them.
bye everyone. Check out the rest of our videos in our catalog, and we'll see you on another episode of Where Are the Adults. Bye everyone.